using your superior agility against an older opponent. Smart. Good use of terrain, fighting from the high ground. Yes! Use your surroundings. Make them fight for you. Very resourceful. Excellent work, Sokka. I think I'm a little old to be fighting the Avatar.
How did you know?
Oh, I've been around a while. You pick things up. Of course, I knew from the beginning that Sokka was Water Tribe. You might want to think of a better Fire Nation cover name. Try Lee. There's a million Lees.
But why would you agree to train someone from the Water Tribe?
The way of the sword doesn't belong to any one nation. Knowledge of the arts belongs to us all. Sokka, you must continue your training on your own. If you stay on this path, I know that one day you will become an even greater master than I am.
I do love just the sequence of him continuing to appreciate what Sokka is doing during the fight, because we still don't know. I feel like they really dance that line really nicely, because we don't really know, like, is he just kind of mildly psychotic? Like, is he, you know what I mean? Is he right. You're amazing at this as I kill you? Or is this truly still just the teacher
Is it still the
praising,
test?
yeah, praising the student? I thought that was really cool.
Of course, for us 80s kids, you know, the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi thing does not escape us. The wax on, wax off, where, you know, the student he's telling the student what he's doing while he's doing it, which is very cool. Very, very cool.
But there are, like, some close calls. There is a moment where he's got the sword straight out. Sokka has to, like, full matrix under it. It's like,
right.
If you're pulling your punches extraordinarily well there.
I mean, you got to think in the history of the world, there's some master that was trying to do this to his people. And the people
was
missed.
like,
and he
wow,
knocked his
you're
people
so
out.
clever. You're so oh God.
Well,
oh,
maybe.
No.
I saw that playing out differently.
Train a little harder. Train a little harder.
Yeah.
All right. So the team has already headed out when Piandao's butler, Fat. His name was Fat? I didn't catch his name.
Also, the actor's name is Chris Butler. That's kind of cool. The Butler, voiced by Chris Butler. I mean, that's something, right?
Voiced by Butler, whose name is Fat, runs out to give Sokka something from Piandao. And guess what, you guys? It's a Pai Sho tile of the White Lotus, y'all. I told you, when people are playing checkers, Uncle Iroh is playing Pai Sho on another level. We don't even know. We just have a feeling there's something going on.
Yeah, could you remind me where we're at with our knowledge of the White Lotus? Like, how early is this in the introduction of?
We know about it. I mean, we've seen it in book two. It's defined
book two, they
for
did
us.
it. Zuko found out about it in book two in the Earth Kingdom, but we don't know to what degree.
We know that there's a loose network of people who believe in sort of a higher cause than whatever fight or whatever nation they're currently representing, that there's a sort of higher cause happening, and that there are people in the White Lotus Society around, but we haven't
Right.
talked about it or thought about it in a minute. So it's really
A hot
cool
second.
that this happens.
If you look at Pandal's gate, there's a white lotus, and that actually surrounds the Fire Nation sign. I didn't notice that. I
Isn't that
gotta go
cool?
back and look at that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. They don't know what that symbolizes, but we do. At least we know some of what it symbolizes. We don't know all of what it symbolizes. So
Yeah.
they move on with their day. Top playing with some leftover meteor, and the gang happy to be reunited. And that's the end of the episode, y'all.
That's a
the
good one.
end of the episode.
Also, Toph plays with that meteorite, and she's making all these, she's earthbending all these different shapes. And
Space Earth.
Space Earth. Thank you. Exactly right. She's space earthbending, and there's at one point she makes what has got to be the splat, like the Nickelodeon
Oh, 100%.
logo,
Oh,
right?
it's-
At the time, it was like a
yeah.
splat. It was like a
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she makes it, which I thought was very cool. So if that's an accidental Easter egg, it's a very,
No
very
way.
shocking
It's
accident.
very cool.
Hybrids? Did we have
Hybrid.
a hybrid
think
animal
so.
heavy
Any hybrid animal.
episode? I can't think of any.
I don't even remember one hybrid animal in this episode.
Appa and Momo, we always know, but
Appa
I
and Momo
don't
were there.
think there's any. I don't think there's anything else. So, I mean, listen, we're in the Fire Nation. I expected it to be replete with new creatures and critters. So far, we haven't seen that many. So I'm hoping that is going to beef up later in the season. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. Although we did see a cow that eats meat, which was a very fun moment in the headband,
Yeah.
like a super
A
scary
hippo.
monster
Hippo
cow.
or a cow?
It was a
it-
it was a hippo. What was it?
Cow.
A horse hippo or
Cow
something?
hippo?
Cow hippo? I mean, we just talked
It
about
was-
this. I've already forgotten. Yeah.
We don't know. It
John
was a
O'Brien had to tell us
hippo-ish
what it
cow.
was. Yeah.
He ate some meat though. He ate some meat.
Yeah, that was scary. Okay, so let's talk about most valuable bending and non-bending. I mean, I feel like we can breeze through bending fairly
Yeah,
quickly.
I'd say, are you allowed to not give one? Because this episode's not about you, Benders. Okay, take a back seat for this one.
Yeah,
That's not
but
what
there
we're
was
doing.
there was a meteor that almost
Yeah.
coulda killed a
No,
town.
they did save the village. No, I get that. I get that they saved the village. I get that.
So we could just throw one for a group bending because it was actually a
Group
group
bending.
bending situation. It wasn't like
Yeah,
you know, it was group bending.
group bending.
One for the group for that.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
then
also the way they did it in a specific way that made Sokka feel left out and lonely did also then spark sort of our whole journey for the episode. So that was, I think,
Great.
also
Yes.
valuable. Yeah.
their
most valuable.
selfish
MVP.
ways were very valuable.
Selfish benders. They were not doing it to make any non-benders feel less
Yeah.
than.
Yeah.
I also want to propose, is it possible that any of Iroh's training involves, like, I feel like just adding a little extra heat to your own muscles might be part of how he's able to train
I
so
think
hard
he
and
can.
do
I
so
don't know
well.
about that, but I think he can burn fat. I think the fat burning
Yes. The fat burning
aspect, because he was a little. He had the
Yeah.
he had the fire belly, the tiger
Yeah,
belly,
yeah,
rocking
yeah.
for a while. But if there's, I don't know. We
He
can check
firebended
this
those
out. There's
love
some
handles
fire.
right
There's
off.
some Fire Nation techniques if you can like
Yeah.
heat the body temperature up while
There's some
working
like
out.
chi
The
chi
calorie
focusing.
burn is faster. Calorie burn
Very
faster.
risky. Very risky.
Very risky.
Yes, I had 120-degree temperature, but my love handles were nearly gone.
Mm-hmm.
I used
Yeah,
to always
be
do
careful.
that when I wasn't feeling good. I'd go work out and like people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm gonna sweat it out.
I sweat more easily because I'm
How'd
running a
that
huge
go?
fever. Yeah.
It worked. It always worked out well. I was
Okay.
always a firebender.
Yeah.
Sweat it out, you guys. Just sweat it out. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Sweat it out.
So I give the award to Iroh's abs. That's my submission. But yeah, I guess if it's the group that saved the day without Sokka, that's fine too.
I mean, we don't know about these villagers. Didn't even see one villager. These guys just got saved with unbeknownst to them. Death was
Yeah,
imminent.
they didn't
and
know.
then
Unsung
all-
heroes.
unsung heroes. They just live your life without knowing. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
this close
Yeah.
to imminent death.
Yeah. All right. Non-bending. Most valuable non-bending. Who gets it?
Is it Sokka just being honest?
Oh,
The moment of
Being
honesty.
humble? He would never have traded with Piandao if he hadn't been
Yeah.
honest about that. I do like
Yeah.
that a lot. Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think we get sort of this episode sort of summarizes all the things that have made Sokka really valuable on this journey. We get to see expressions of his creativity, of his inventiveness, of this humility, of this honesty, sometimes brutally honest Sokka. So we get we get all of these things that he couldn't see in himself that made him so special. But I think like as a singular moment, I like that moment of honesty that launches the whole thing.
I love Sokka.
Yeah, he's very honest. It's almost surprisingly how honest he is in this situation. Because there's other parts where the gang is being, they steal things, stole some water, they stole some scrolls, they stole some clothes.
Yeah.
They did some things that were like not, which actually, as I thought about it, we tell you guys don't steal stuff, especially from Fire Nation people. Don't, kids out there.
This is not this big PSA. Don't steal stuff.
But when I watch it again, it has a very kind of like Huck Finn, Tom Sawyer.
There's a little,
little mischief. They're doing stuff and they're doing things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, honesty. A little honesty and humbleness will get him through.
Well, I think specifically with this, it's like he doesn't want to take this beautiful gift that he doesn't feel like he's earned. It's this like he's receiving this beautiful cultural thing that Piandao is sharing with him.
Yeah.
And he wants to be honest about that and receive that gift as his true self. And I think that's really beautiful.
Those are like little twin moments, right? Like him being humble and saying, I don't feel like I deserve to train with you. And then him saying, I don't feel like I deserve the sword. Those are beautiful moments.
Bend your ear for ad-free episodes with Avatar Braving the Elements Premium.
Subscribe today on Apple Podcasts.